All right, so next up, let's take a look at Oakland and NC State. Oakland coming off a big win over Kentucky. I thought they could play with Kentucky just because they played a tougher non-conference schedule. They didn't really win the games, but they did play with them as far as kind of relatively closely, but I didn't think they would win the game against Kentucky. But ultimately, Oakland goes off and gets the win here, and they've got a pretty good matchup here where they realistically could reach the Sweet 16. Then you've got NC State coming in as the 11 seed, win over Texas Tech. 23-14 on the year, needed a win to win the ACC tournament to even make the tournament, yet here they are. They've gone on a pretty good run here. They've beaten Duke, they've beaten North Carolina, now they've beaten Texas Tech. NC State's rolling. Now, this is a pretty interesting matchup. All right, Oakland just beat a much more talented team than NC State in Kentucky, but different matchup here for both teams. All right, NC State kind of bullied down low against Texas Tech because Texas Tech had some injuries down low. And then as far as Oakland, they just went off from the three-point line pretty much against Kentucky. But let's look at Oakland's schedule a little bit. Like I said, they did play a pretty tough non-con. In particular here, Ohio State, Illinois, Drake. Kept all those games almost single digits. And then also losses to Michigan State and Dayton. So really impressive non-conference. They didn't win those games, but they played those teams. And like I said before the Kentucky game, that playing those teams is going to help you because you've seen that speed. You're used to that length, that size, that speed that you're going to see. And so that definitely helped them there. And then for NC State, like I said, they needed a run in the ACC tournament to even make the tournament. Yet here they are in the ACC tournament at the bottom there. You can see all the wins they had starting at Louisville and going down. I just went on an absolute tear there to ultimately make the NCAA tournament. Why couldn't I spit that out there? But NC State's rolling. Oakland looked really good against Kentucky. This is going to be an interesting matchup here. I think for NC State, they play a little differently than Kentucky. Kentucky kind of goes into Oakland because, you know, they're more guard-led. All right. Talking about Kentucky. As for NC State, yes, they're led by Horn, but also you've got Burns down low. You've got Diarra. You've got Middlebrooks that went off against Texas Tech. So I think NC State's going to be able to pound them down low a little bit. Matchup predictor looks like NC State is being picked 80% of the time and is favored by 5.5. Ultimately, I think Oakland, if they can get hot again from three-point range, I think they can win this game. But ultimately, though, I think NC State is too much down low, and I don't think Oakland's going to be able to stop them down low, no matter who it is, whether it's Burns or Middlebrooks. So I think NC State is going to win this game, and I think they'll probably win it probably close to 10, but I think it'll be single digits. So I would say more than 5.5, but I still think, you know, within single digit range. I think NC State wins this game. Again, I think they're too much down low for Oakland, ultimately getting the win here. But who do you think wins this game and why? Let me know down in the comment section. Like this video. Most importantly, subscribe.